All right, my audio's on now. It's just been
There
one
it
of
is.
those days. It's Monday. It is a special edition of the Hospitality Room. I'm pleased to be joined by former co-workers Chris Kraft and John Wilkerson, and we all worked together at 4029 under the one and only Mike Nail, who unfortunately passed away this weekend. And I thought it would be most appropriate to bring these two gentlemen on to talk about the man that we worked for and we loved. I mean, and he loved us,
Yep.
and no question about it. He was the best, and these guys have stories. We have stories, and we want to share them and just remember the greatness. I mean, he was the voice, obviously, but there was more to him than that, right, guys?
Yeah, there was a lot more to him, and I always called him my father of my profession because
Mm-hmm.
he took a chance on me out of college in 1990 when he was at 2451 and hired me um, pretty quickly, and he gave me a news photographer position, and I did that for a couple of years for what 6 months, and then
Mm-hmm.
when finally a opening in the sports department came, he wanted me right there, and so this whole my broadcast journey
Mm-hmm.
is really his responsibility, and you know, for us, what a perfect mentor he was for us. I mean, I spent roughly 7, 8 years with him as my boss at 2451 and then at 4029. And when I moved on, a lot of the lessons I learned from Mike stayed with me. I mean, not only did Mike teach us how to practice our craft and to do it at a high level, but he also taught us how to be respectful of the audience because you're talking to them every night and they're the ones who are going to pay your bills. He
Mm-hmm.
also showed how to respect our coworkers. And I always took those qualities when I went to ESPN or at Fox Sports or when I was at Scripps News in my broadcast journey. Um, I took those qualities with me, and I'm forever indebted. He was like a second father to me.
Oh, no doubt. He led by example. But okay, you mentioned he got you on as a news photographer, right? With
Yeah,
the idea of getting you into sports, correct?
yeah, yeah. We hit it off
That
from the start.
yeah, I mean that's the kind of guy he
That's how he
was.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted he if he saw potential in you, he'd get you in the door and then get you where you needed to be. But I mean, how many people would do that? Just get take the time to get somebody like that
Yeah.
into the door and then help you out. But Cheese and I had a different experience because we kind of inherited Mike when our previous
Yeah,
sports director. I don't remember much about, but Cheese, you seem to remember. You remember a lot more than I do when Mike
I
came on
do.
board.
Well, and it was so funny because it was my first job too, and so I had been there. Similar situation to John. I started as like a morning show camera op, and then I got to be the ag photog, and then I weaseled my way into sports just as it became available. You know, as you do, you build your career.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, and so Kevin Barnes was the guy who took the first shot on me, so I was loyal to him. And when they cut him loose, I took that personally. It was my first job, so like
Yeah.
my guy was gone, and the world is ending, and as dramatic as it can be when you're 22. And then so Mike came in, and I was like, I don't know about this dude. He's the voice of the Razorbacks. He's big time. He's probably going to can
Yeah.
all of us, do all that, and I couldn't more mirror what John said.
Yeah.
He's like a second father to me, and I think
Mm-hmm.
Mike only wanted a couple of things out of you. Do your best, be a good person, and be loyal.
Mm-hmm.
If you were loyal and you got that loyalty in return tenfold, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what
yeah.
made it feel like a family, and that's what's too rare in the
Yeah.
world nowadays, honestly.
Yeah. He
Well,
made you
as you
he made you a
recall,
part of his family.
Yeah, you
yes,
became
he
part of the
did.
family.
And
You
in
did.
essence,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And as you recall, how I joined you guys at 4029, my wife started working there
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
as a
right. Cat
production
Kathy.
coordinator.
he
Yeah.
was in creative
Yeah,
services.
got to work there,
Yeah.
and I moved back, and I had left a sports director's position in Flagstaff, and came back to basically nothing. And I ended up working at a radio station selling ads. Mike takes over at 4029, and one of the first phone calls was to me and says, "What are you doing? You should be over here with me." And next thing I know, I'm with you guys. And
Yeah.
I was down in Fort Smith with Mark Rushing, and
Yep.
um, yeah, the marching orders were to find some good stories. You're going to come up and do some Razorback stuff every on football Saturdays, and just do a good job. That's all he asked.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, it was a great experience joining you guys. Uh, you know, we've given the analogy he's like a second dad to us,
Yes.
and you and I, the three of us, became brothers because of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
No question. And he made us feel like a part of his family. I mean,
Oh
Gene,
yeah,
the spirit, Elsa and Michelle, and the little man
Yep.
who's now 34 and has
Stop.
graduated from
Stop. We don't
Auburn,
need.
is in the Marine Corps. I
I
mean,
can't.
wow,
I can't.
yeah, it's unbelievable. But yeah, I mean, he would work the holidays so we all could be off.
yep,
Not that we wanted to be off. I
But
mean,
that's the thing.
yeah.
We all came in
yeah.
on our days off just to kind of be there.
And he got mad at us.
Where else would you want to be? It was the best.
Exactly.
We were lucky. Every one of the three of us were lucky to be
Oh,
with one of the
yeah.
best people during
Yeah.
the best time to
Oh,
be
yeah.
covering the Razorbacks. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
Yeah.
mean, it was,
He
it
well,
would
was
I
a
get
mean,
mad
moment.
at us. He got mad
Yeah,
at
no,
us for
and
coming in on
and
their
I
day
was a part
off.
of that.
But it's like, where
geez,
else
how
do you want to be?
Where are you going to be?
geez,
Yeah.
geez, do you remember you and I would always travel when
Yeah,
they made their tournament runs, and how
Yeah.
many
yeah, absolutely.
opportunities did he give us when he could have done the live shots, he could have done all the stuff. No, he deferred to us,
He
and
didn't.
the man was egoless,
Yes.
egoless.
Yes.
He gave us the opportunity, and he probably caught some hell from that from the suits upstairs.
You're right. You're
But
right.
he gave us the opportunity to pad our resume reel in case anything happened, because in this business
Mm-hmm.
things change just like that.
Yeah.
And
And
yeah, it
I,
was it was great for
I,
us.
I can't help but think part of it was here's a guy who grew up in Fayetteville and like he achieved when you think about it for the time the dream of someone from Fayetteville and
Mm-hmm.
like the ability to share that with other people. I think he took as much joy from being able
Yeah,
to share that experience with other people and have other
Mm-hmm.
people experience it with him.
Yeah.
That's what made it so unique. Like Mike's getting to live this life that he always talked about. Like, come on, like I want his grace was inviting people to be a part of it.
Yes. Yes. He could have he never big timed anybody. He
no,
always had time, made time to talk to anybody. People would come up to him all the time, and it was amazing. He was
yeah,
like the Pied Piper.
well,
Everybody came up to him, but he always took time to make a connection with everybody.
Yep, yep.
Even if he was late for
and
his live shot, how many times was he late for a live shot because he was talking to other
When was he
people?
on time?
All the time.
He was never on time for the live
and then
shot. Absolutely not. Come
Yeah.
on, Mike.
and they just
Come on.
grabbed the mic, and it was like he grabbed the microphone, and it was like nothing happened. I mean, he was on just
Exactly.
like that,
He was a
like most
consummate
great
pro.
broadcasters are. Well, let me
Consummate
tell you
pro.
about, because I've been lucky enough to work with some national personalities in the sports
Yeah.
industry. And I remember going on a trip with Larry Conley up to North Carolina and Duke and NC State.
Mm-hmm.
And I brought up Mike's name with Larry, and he had great stuff to talk about Mike. He goes, "What
Yeah.
a class act." Every time we come to Arkansas and do a game, me and Tom Hammond, he's always gracious and comes to us and asks us, "We got everything we need, and here's some notes." if you might want to pass along on your broadcast. He was that type of guy with the national guys or the regional guys that came in as well. I got a note from I believe it was one of the guys from Raycom when I put it on my Facebook post, uh, who used to do the SEC. So he had a mark also with some of the bigger personalities as to way
Hmm.
he and those guys can see those things. They know the
Yeah,
authenticity when they see it. So that aspect was nice to hear that these guys thought of Mike in a high level, as well as we do.
Oh, no question. Yeah, when you mentioned you were from 4020, and they're like, "Oh, is that where Mike Nail is?" And you're like,
Yeah,
"Yeah," and they're like, "Okay, you're
it,
good." Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
unbelievable. Um, I mean, just I don't ever recall him getting upset at us.
Hey, that's the thing. He wouldn't yell so much as like that's again John. What John said. It's playing into that whole second father thing. Is like
Yeah,
you just know if you disappointed him.
you didn't
That's worse
want
than him.
to.
If you
Yes,
disappointed him, it's worse than him getting mad at you. He didn't
yes,
want to be the one to let that guy down, so he didn't have to
yeah.
get mad that often because he didn't want to let him down.
Oh, no question about it. You
But
Like
that was the
it's
last
that
thing you
simple.
wanted.
It's
Yeah,
but
that
I
simple.
again,
mean, yeah,
he protected us.
yeah.
If we did something totally dumb on air, which we were known
No, not us.
we were known to do, yes, come on, and but he would go in and protect us. I mean, we
Yeah,
may have a bad night at the desk, or our reports sucked, but he would go in
yeah.
and protect us every time. He
He
didn't
had
throw
your
us under the
back.
bus. He had
Yeah,
our back,
he
That's yeah.
totally.
and we could totally relax and know that, hey, if we totally flub this up, he's got our back.
Yeah.
It took a lot of pressure off of us, especially as
Oh,
young
of course.
broadcasters that were trying to make our
Yeah,
way in the business.
yeah. Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
Matt
Yeah,
had your back. I just made sure to make the urn of coffee every day before he got in to stay on his good
Yeah,
side. So,
yeah,
Mike, there's
I
fresh
asked him
coffee.
about.
I got another 6 months.
He drank coffee like water. He drank it like
Yeah,
water.
yeah,
And I
yeah, yeah.
remember he made coffee. It was like right before he went on for the late broadcast at 10 o'clock, and I
yeah.
said something to him about already this late. He goes, "Hell, when I get home, I have a pot of coffee when I get home." I'm going, "Good God,
Guy literally lived
I
on
would be
coffee and
wired like
cigarettes.
Oh
crazy."
yeah. That was unbelievable. I
I,
mean, just
yeah,
and he'd get mad. And we were talking about this afternoon. You're telling me he'd get mad. He'd take the coffee urn home
yeah.
because he
Whenever he was
was.
going to quit, whenever he was going to quit, when Craig made him mad or something made him mad, he was going to quit. You knew he was
Yeah,
mad because the coffee urn went home. Then a week later, you come in and there it is back on the counter again. So you know
yeah.
everything's better.
Because they'd cut his time in
You cut his
sports.
time, you get angry, whatever the
Gave him a
case may
minute.
be.
Yeah,
They gave him a minute and a half instead of three, right?
yeah.
Right,
And
right.
he'd get mad because in essence it was cutting. The Razorback stuff would get on, but the high school stuff wouldn't get on. And to him, granted, he was known
That's
as the voice of the Razorbacks, but it was just as important for him to get the high school stuff on to give them the recognition,
Yep.
and you know, so everybody would know what was going on with them. And people overlook
listen.
that, but that was just as important to him as the Razorback stuff.
Well, I
I can't
remember
speak.
one time when I was at 2451 when I don't know if it was the Oliver Miller story that when he sued the station or a different Razorback story, but they had led with it on the A block of the
Mm-hmm.
newscast without telling them. And I was
Mm.
helping them produce the sports cast that night,
Mm.
and that was a good chunk of our segment. And now he was in Rogers at the time. I'm in Fort Smith. We don't
Okay.
see him until about right after weather's done and they're in the break, and then he pops up. His face was as red as his hair, and the jacket that you have on the chiclet up there,
Yeah.
and he went off on because our news director was in there and just went off. He said,
Uh
"I
huh.
can't believe effing put that in the top and you didn't tell me? Uh, I think he was like, uh, what was it? C block, C1, C2 through C3. We're not doing. We're going to start with C4. I mean, he was hot as hell, and
Wow.
they're down, and the smile came on. The red face suddenly became normal, and well, we're not going to talk about that. You guys did it already in the first block, so we're going to move on to this. That was mine. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, the wrong people wronged him, and he let them know about it. But the man, when he had to be on, he was on,
Oh.
and it was a thing of
Well,
beauty. And I'm laughing my ass off. I mean,
that's the thing. Being as young as I was at the time, I don't think I appreciated until in retrospect how well he knew the score.
Yeah.
Just how well he knew the score. He knew what they were after every time they signed him up, and yeah, yeah. To your point, John, he turned it on when he had to, and he
yep,
took care of it the way he needed
Yeah.
to, not in the public.
Yeah.
yep.
He knew how to handle things too. And he
Mm-hmm.
made everybody feel welcome. And if you made a mistake and said, I'm sorry, he was cool with it. He didn't yell at. I don't recall him ever yelling at anybody. Now he'd get back in the
I,
sports office and he'd yell about things,
Yep.
but I don't recall him ever, like your heated discussion you saw with the news. I don't recall ever seeing him like that. He would always walk across. Of course, it helped that we were across the street, so you walk
yeah,
across the street
he'd come
Yeah,
across and
and
he'd
I
actually
vent.
saw
prepare his anger.
Yeah,
I saw some of that when my first go around with him at
yeah,
2451, and we just had some incompetent people there at the time, and he
yeah,
knew it, and he could only do so much, and he he ended up leaving there before it all went down when they got rid of the news department.
mm-hmm.
Um, so so he sensed things were just not right.
Yeah,
And he had a wonderful sixth sense about stuff like that.
yes,
He
Yeah, he
knew when to
did.
get out. He knew he had a perfect sense of timing when, well, this is not working. I got to move on to something else.
yeah,
Which a trait I wish I had in this crazy business.
yeah,
But but yeah, there were. I never saw him at 4029. You guys were with him a lot more than I was.
yeah,
I was mainly down at Fort Smith, but I'd hang out with you guys there quite a bit when I would stay up there in Fayetteville. Um, I never saw him like that at 4029. But again, he didn't do it in public.
yeah,
When the light turned on, he was the Mike we know and love.
yeah,
He was careful who he did it around, and it helped. It helped. I mean, that old sports office we had across the way there with the glass fish tank that he was in, and we're outside. Like it was set up perfectly for such situations.
yeah.
Um,
It was almost like a clubhouse in a sense
yeah,
because we were separate from every other part of the station.
everything
Oh
else.
yeah,
We were across the street and it was just us. And
We were the
and
place
everybody would
everyone
come
came to
over.
vent. We
Yeah.
were like the therapist's office of
Yeah.
4029.
Yeah.
Everyone came over to the sports office, more specifically to the
To hang
big
out.
brown chair next to Mike's desk, and
Yes.
would sit down and unload with their problems. And by the time they left that office, they felt a lot better about life. And a lot of
Yes.
that had to do with Mike Nail.
Oh, no question about it. No question
yep.
about it. He was
God, that big
always
ass
quick with the
brown chair.
smile. Yeah, he was
Yep.
always quick with the smile. I mean, you just can't help but smile when you think about him. I mean,
Yep.
I I recall shooting hoops in my driveway as a kid. Well, I guess I wasn't totally a kid, and listening to him call the games.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you end up working with him, and it's like, wow, this is the guy I listen to. But
Yeah, you're kind of like, what? What? Huh?
yeah, how
Seriously,
did this
this?
happen? I know, it's like perfect scenario. So, and I
And
remember
then
there was,
when you're around your family and friends, and they find out that you have a relationship with Mike, you
oh,
are
yeah,
it's a totally different dynamic after that.
you're a made
You know,
Yep.
man.
Even in
You
his
know the
passing.
voice?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, and even in his passing, when I put it out on my Facebook about what he meant to me, I had some
Hmm.
former or some classmates of mine in Harrison reach out to me and say, "I didn't know you were connected with him. Oh my gosh!"
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it was a game changer when you knew Mike.
Oh, no question. No question. Everybody knew him
Hmm.
Yep.
from the radio and from TV and
And for whatever product he's hawking as well, because he was
yeah,
like in a lot. He
that's
was selling
true.
a lot of merchandise.
That's true. That's true. He wasn't
Yeah,
afraid to do that.
that's good for him.
Yeah.
That that
More
padded the
power
bank
to
account.
you.
But everybody felt like they knew him. And
Well,
even if they didn't, and he had no idea who they were, he always he always made everybody feel
Because he was
like they
always genuine.
yes.
Whether he's talking to you
yes.
or he's doing the game or he's doing sports, it's the
Yeah.
same guy you see. That's what you
Exactly.
get.
Yes.
and
He never
and that is
changed.
that is something that a trait that I treasured from him that I tried to emulate. I mean,
And
Yeah.
it's
quite honestly,
hard.
it's
You
And
hard.
it's
can't like
hard.
that is a gift. It's kind of a gift that you're born with. Like
Yeah.
you just have that kind of control. I'm too emotional. I don't have that self control.
Yeah, I don't either.
He's
Yeah.
it was a get, and especially because you know that guy could get mad because when you would see when he'd give it to you privately, not at you, when he was mad about it, you could see
Yeah.
the guy had the capability to get pretty angry. So to
Yeah.
have that self control and that discipline is pretty amazing.
Yes, it truly was. I remember, and John, I don't know if you were there when they did sports rap.
Yeah, I was there.
Were you there when Coach Burrows was on? Coach Burrows was on.
Oh yes, the baby urine incident. I
Yes,
was I was producing in the back. I was producing in the back,
the
and
greatest moment in Northwest Arkansas television history.
Television history.
we had no second delay, and all of a sudden this guy gets on asking Coach Broyles if he used baby urine in his hair, and coach was like, "What? Do I use what in
What?
my hair?"
What?
And
What? I think Baba. Yeah,
Barbara would
cause
kill me.
yeah, Baba would kill me if I put anything on my hair.
exactly. And Mike leans over and goes, Coach, that's just someone trying to be cute."
And the look on Mike's face
Oh
was
my
like,
God!
and then he's like, "Oh, I think we've lost that caller." And then Coach Burles pipes in, and the look on his face was priceless. But then they just picked as soon as Coach was done. It was
Move on.
they just moved on like it never happened, and it was
And I'm
that
sweating
was so
bullets in the
funny.
back. We're like, oh my God. And
And
after that, I'll be honest with you, after that, we're waiting for someone to start throwing F bombs like Coach
oh
Broyles
yeah,
or saying something like that because I was on edge. And it was my responsibility if anything really went to hell. And good God, I had totally forgot about that incident. Man,
because
thanks for
people
pointing
would
it out.
call up knowing there was no delay and say
Yep.
crazy stuff once they
And I
got
didn't
on.
screen the calls either. We didn't screen the calls.
It's like we were living in
It was like
1870. We didn't screen
there's,
the calls. There
there's
was no
another
two
incident
second
with Sports
delay.
Rap. There was another incident with Sports Rap when Scott Edgar was on, and somebody asked him why there's no white guys on the team,
Oh my god!
and he started answering the question, and Mike stopped him immediately.
He started answering the question.
Yes. Well, we go after the best athlete out there, and Mike goes, let's move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Let that one go.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it was insane. I
Oh,
just will never forget that.
that
Oh my
show put
goodness.
me on edge.
Oh yeah, it was unbelievable. Um, and then of course the football coaching search when Arkansas was I remember we broke in and Mike was confident because we were working the phones like crazy. I mean, that was a lot of fun because we were talking to everybody because they wanted to hire Tuberville, and Ole Miss was countering,
Right.
and Nutt came in, and we had the video of the coaches show, and then they flew him in, and they flew
Right.
him in during a basketball game. So Cheese and I go down to the airport at Drake
The
Field.
airport. Yep.
Yeah. And we're the only ones there besides Harold Horton. And and Harold's like, "What are y'all doing here?" And we're like,
What are you doing?
I don't even remember what we said. So Nut comes,
We're just,
yeah, Nut
you
comes
know,
in. So we're like, "Can we ask you a couple questions?" I mean, I don't even know what we asked him or
we were
whatever.
too dumb to know any better. We're like, let's just do
Exactly.
this.
But we got
Here.
the interview.
Yep.
So, blah, blah, whatever. So we drive back to the station and we're in the edit bay. And as soon as we put the tape in, the phone rings. And it's Channel 7 wanting the video that we just shot that no one else had to know. But, I mean, so Nuts in town. And was it before or after? Mike cuts in because he's confident
Yeah,
that
he was
Nuts good.
confident for sure.
He cuts in and says Nutt's going to be named the head coach within 48 hours.
Something
And I
like
can't,
that. Because he had to go back to Boise for some reason, I think, if I remember
yeah,
correctly.
but
He had to go back.
was it before or after the interview? Because it was crazy because they brought him in front of the media. They had a press conference for him before his
That's
interview,
right. They did.
which
They
was
did.
insane. I mean, that never happened.
Who
So
does
maybe it
that?
was after that Mike says, okay, in 48 hours. And then Coach Broyles calls a press conference. And you went with him. I was still at the station.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't care if Bear Bryant comes down from the heavens. The process will continue. And he's looking dead set at Mike
Right, Mike?
when he says it. And he comes
Bear
back.
Bryant could come down from the heavens above. The
The
process will
process.
continue.
I wish we had video of that because that was epic. And then Mike comes back to the station and is like, Frank's pissed. And he's pissed at me. But we're right. But I'm right and I don't care.
And sure
Oh,
enough, he was right.
he was.
right.
Now, here's another layer to that story because I worked
Oh,
with Tommy
yeah?
Bowden. I worked with
Okay.
Tommy Bowden for 8 years, and they contacted Tommy. And
Oh,
Tommy was
really?
very yes, and Tommy was very interested in the job, and he looked into
Ooh.
it. And well, that's when things were going down in Clemson at the time,
Yeah.
and I think he wanted to go in the ACC
Mm-hmm.
to the whole Bowden Bowl thing, and so he decided, yeah, thanks for the listen, and he even got interviewed. But I think I'm going to stay here at Tulane because I think he kind of figured out things were going down to Clemson. That's really the gig he wanted. But they
Yeah.
contacted
He
Tommy.
was thinking ahead.
At the time.
Yeah. That's right. But and Coach Bro, the only reason he called that press conference because Mike had the special report, and he was
That Houston had come. Right.
Yeah, that was. I remember that. Wow.
That was, and he got such a kick out of that too, because he was like, Frank's pissed, but I just don't care.
We're right.
We're right, and he can be pissed all day.
Hey, he kept his
I
job.
almost got the feeling
Oh,
Mike was
my
like,
God.
"Can we just get
Radio
it
gig.
over with? Can we just hire Houston?"
Yeah, God, that
Wow.
was just nuts.
I had
I mean,
forgotten all about that part.
oh, he was. And he had to be special. He had to be careful because Gene was the spirit coordinator working in the Broyles Center.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
he
how
had
they
his own
handled that
backside to
dynamic.
worry about.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
It's a
but
tough
they
spot.
handled it like champs.
Yeah.
but yeah, I almost have to wonder, like, when you look at Arkansas at that time, as plugged in as Mike was, as much as Frank ran stuff, it's
Yeah,
like there's almost a little, what do they call it in wrestling, kayfabe or what there,
yeah.
where it's like the behind the scenes stuff. Like maybe Frank needed help selling Houston.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you ever think about that? As I think about it
Yeah,
in hindsight,
and you know,
as I
in
think
today's
Yeah,
about it
media
in
climate,
hindsight,
yeah.
and I
because
think,
that was
think about what that'd be like in today's media climate. I
Oh,
mean,
right.
right now
well,
Arkansas is
look.
doing a coaching search for football,
Yeah.
and Blair, you're probably more connected on this one than Cheese and I are. But here in Atlanta, we're hearing that Rhett Lashley is the guy, and that not necessarily a done deal. And I've heard the guy at Louisville is in the
Oh,
mix.
Jeff Brom.
From
Oh, interesting.
and yeah, that's been circulating here in the Atlanta market.
Yeah.
Back then, it was a little more open,
Mm-hmm.
and now with the agents, it, it's
I,
almost like they're trying
I
to get
would
their name out, but not
I
necessarily.
would
They're trying to
also
get that contract. They're trying to get
Yeah.
that contract to be re-upped or increased, that salary, and you're using Arkansas as a leverage. That didn't happen back then. It was a little more open
No.
back then,
Yeah.
and
things that
you had
might
back
get me
channel
hurt.
conversations more.
Go ahead, John.
Well, you had more of the back channel conversations more
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because you
Yeah.
didn't
We
have
didn't
these
have the
players.
agents.
You
Yeah.
didn't
right,
have the agents,
right.
and you didn't have the media relations people trying to protect. Because
Yeah.
now it's an army of people instead of just a couple of people in the offices now. So it's a
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
totally
now
different
you float a
dynamic.
test balloon. You float a test balloon, and you
Yes.
got public opinion in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Unlike back in 1995,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like
I mean, how did we even know who to call at Ole Miss? Was that he?
well,
He he kind of left that up to us, didn't he?
he kind of did. Yeah,
Yeah, and we just took it
because
and ran with it because we were
he gave us
idiots.
all the bait he had. I was like,
Yeah.
go figure it out, and we started pounding
Yeah.
phones, doing what we had to do, and getting
We were out
answers.
of control. Yeah. I mean, we lived that
But we
thing. That
wanted
was
to. It was
nuts.
like that's what you live for in
Yeah.
those situations. That's what you're
And now
living
you
for.
got
In
Twitter.
Arkansas,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
thank goodness we didn't have social media back then.
Uh,
Oh,
Or
me and
camera
this would have been
phones.
followed.
We didn't even have
oh
cell
my
phones
god,
back then, did we? I don't think so.
Nope.
we had like I think
Or
one
did we?
bag phone that traveled with the sports van.
The bag phone.
We
Oh,
had a
that's
bag.
right.
When we went
That's
to
right.
Charlotte, I
That's
think
right.
we had
You
a
took it to
bag
Boise.
phone. Yeah,
Bag.
I mean,
Gosh. That's right.
I,
And you knew, and you only could use it in an absolute emergency because it was like
right,
ten
because it was like
thousand
$30
dollars a
a
minute.
minute or something
Yeah,
like. We were
because
we
we
were
had the
living
phone
off.
cards. We had the phone
We
cards
had
to call long distance calls. Yeah.
we had two
Yeah.
cards that were our key to life. One of them was the phone card. The other one was the Fuel Man gas card that was also
Fuel
our
Man.
ticket to beef jerky and food on the way back. That we ate more lunch out of gas stations.
We love the Fuel
That's
Man.
true. That's
The Fuel
true.
Man.
Oh, fuel man.
So,
Oh my
but that
gosh.
even that when we were in Charlotte for the Final Four in '94, Mike's there calling it.
Yeah,
I mean, just little did we know he was going to be our boss less than a year later.
I know.
How
Amazing. And
crazy is that?
we're in the bowels of the arena. We can
Bowels
hear
of the
we,
old Charlotte
we can hear
Coliseum.
the game. We're what? How
We're
far
in
were we
this
from the
room.
court? We're probably what,
What
300 feet from the court,
if that? Yeah,
but can't
we're
see
just
it.
under the seats in some room with a bunch of people just rolling on tape, and it's Blair Cartwright, Chris
Shot
Kraft,
sharding.
guys from Channel 5 and BET, the only people rooting
BT.
for the Razorbacks, the
Yeah.
only people in North Carolina rooting for the Razorbacks against
Everybody
Duke.
else is for Duke, and they're
Everyone
going
else
to
is for
kill
Duke.
Arkansas. Oh my
And
God.
I never brought that up to Mike Krzyzewski when I interviewed him.
Yeah.
I never brought that game.
that, could you
Oh,
imagine that year? Okay, so now I'm going to play a little revisionist history as we talk about Mike.
okay.
Could you imagine if Mike was with us on that run?
Oh
If he
my
was the,
gosh.
I mean, like, like I'll never. We were in Dallas before they
Mm-hmm.
played Michigan, and we're
Yeah.
interviewing Steve Fisher, who's the coach of Michigan at the time, and he's
Yeah.
happy that they won. He said, "I'm just going to go have a sandwich." He like was so dismissive of Arkansas. I
Yeah.
can only imagine if Mike was with us at that time rolling that
Oh.
soundbite. Right?
Oh.
Like, there's moments where I wish Mike was there for that moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
No question.
gosh,
Yeah. He
yeah.
made it fun. I mean, it was just always a
Well,
pleasure to go to
well,
work.
well. Do you remember the was it 2008 SEC tournament? That was the tornado tournament that
Oh, in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
in Atlanta. That they had to hastily move the venue from the Georgia Dome to Georgia Tech's Alexander
Yeah.
Memorial Coliseum
Mm-hmm.
in less than 5 hours. And of course, Arkansas got to the finals that year against that
Yep.
Georgia team that
Yeah.
had no reason being in the championship, much less winning.
Yeah.
But I was one of the privileged few that was at Alexander for
Oh
the
wow.
championship game. And of course, Mike was there calling the game, and
Sure.
I walked up to him, and he was getting ready for the broadcast, and we had a little small talk, and it was just a weird atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, an SEC tournament and an ACC venue, and only friends and family and media could show up. Alexander seats about maybe 8,500, and there's probably 5,000 in the building. And I just looked at Mike and go, "Don't you feel like you're at a high school state championship rather than the SEC tournament?" He goes, "Big John, that's what it feels like." And he took a puff and walked on.
That is literally Mike. That right there.
Yeah.
And it was weird. It was
That
the most
is
unique
beautiful.
atmosphere I've ever been in a big time event where it just felt like a high school state championship or maybe a regional final at a high school, maybe a 2A school. That's the whole feel
Yeah.
of it. And it was an odd time. But yeah, yeah, you're right, Cheese. That is quintessential Mike name.
And yeah, I mean, you just made me think. Now this is so beautiful because it makes me think. Like even at Razorback games at Bud Walton, at halftime, invariably I smoked back then. Invariably, I'd go up at halftime to the media entrance back by the dumpsters, and
The
Mike and
loading
I would share
dock.
a cigarette together. Yeah, at the loading dock.
Yeah.
And he'd just look like either "Don't worry, we got this tonight," or "Yeah, this ain't happening," or we'd meet up there for a halftime cigarette, and we'd kind of plan out the 10 o'clock live shot based on what he saw at halftime and a nod.
Yeah.
That was the Mike Nail way of doing business.
Oh, so you didn't have to give him a shot sheet.
No,
You
the
could
guy
edit
didn't
the
need a shot.
highlights, and he would remember,
Yep,
even though he's
yep,
you're shooting from a different vantage point than what he's calling the game at, but he'd
Yeah.
immediately know what play it was.
Well, there was a time when I was at 2451 with them. It was a high school football game that I had shot, but I came in late because it was a crazy game. Went overtime. I think it was over Northside, Portsmouth Northside, and I couldn't get fax the shot sheet to him. The fax was down. This is 1991, 90, right in there. So that's what the technology was like then.
right.
Yeah.
So I got in his ear and recited what I was seeing into his ear, and he repeated. And I'm hoping to God that I don't flub this or say something like, "Oh shit," and thank God I didn't because he just seamlessly just
And he just
repeated what
powers
I said
through.
into
Yeah.
his ear.
Yeah. He was a pro's pro. No question about it. I mean, just nothing ever visually rattled him. Now, he could be mad or whatever, but you never knew it.
It never impacted what he was doing at the time.
Yeah. I mean, it was just amazing. Amazing.
It's trite to call him a pro's pro, but it's like there's that just ability that some people have when
Yeah.
the light goes on or when the triggers hit, They're just in their place.
Yeah.
And he was in his place. Like the second that light came on, he was in his place.
Yeah.
Well, one more influence Mike had on me. I was lucky enough for 10 years to do the play-by-play for Georgia Public Broadcasting on the state championships here in Georgia, football and basketball. I ended up saying some phrases that you would hear him say in a radio
Mm-hmm.
broadcast.
Yeah.
I can't think of a bigger tribute to a mentor than that.
Yeah.
That was
Beautiful.
another big influence that he had on me. And just the way he prepared for a Razorback basketball broadcast. Because I did the same thing. I made my boards very similar to the way he did, and his were very color coded.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing. And yeah, I mean,
His
the
boards,
influence he
his
had on me
penmanship,
professionally,
Oh,
yes,
his
the
penmanship was
too,
his
was
penmanship on those
immaculate.
boards was a work of art. I would hang it on my
totally.
wall.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It was
I'd
amazing.
hang it in a
And
gallery.
he
Yeah,
put,
absolutely. It's a work of art.
yeah, put it in Crystal Bridges. I mean, yeah, it was immaculate, and he put a lot of time into those.
A lot of
Yep.
time and work into that.
Yeah, and they were
He made it
meticulous
seem
as
so
well.
damn
Yeah.
effortless.
Yeah. But it was all
Made
the
it seem so
preparation he
damn
did.
effortless. Yeah, the preparation and the comfort, like the sheer love of he was doing what he loved.
Yes.
He was doing what
Well, you
he
can tell.
loved, and it came through in everything he did.
Yeah. He never took
Not
it
only
for
loving
granted.
what he did, not only loving what he did, but loving the university that he represented.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like
I
he
mean,
was
that's
living
beautiful.
his dream. I'd like to think, like in my mind,
Yeah.
he was living his dream, and that's
Yeah.
all anyone could ever ask for. But not everyone who gets to live their dream does it the right way, and he did it the right way. He
It's
brought
true.
people with him. He remained a decent human being like that. It's
Yeah.
so easy to get. I don't know that I'm as good a person as that I wouldn't be intoxicated by
Oh, yeah.
everything that gave to me.
Yeah. If you're the voice of the
You know,
Razorbacks in Arkansas, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
you're up there. I mean, you're probably the most important person in the state,
everyone wants to know you.
and he never let it go to his head ever.
You
Ever.
outranked the governor if you're the
Oh,
voice of the Razorback.
everybody knew who he was. I
Yep.
mean, you never went anywhere with him that somebody. I mean, what? At least 5 people would come up and talk to him, and another
Oh,
5 wanted to, but were too nervous to because that's the voice of the Razorbacks.
well, I got together with them at one of the downtown hotels in Atlanta during the SEC tournament one year, and it was just person after person coming up to Mike and shaking his hand and patting him on the back. That was a great win tonight, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah. And I mean, he gave him the time.
Yeah,
Never took it for granted. Never took
never,
it for granted.
never.
And he didn't like push me off to the side because we were having some one-on-one time. It was great, but he didn't push me off to the side. I was one of his boys, and
Yeah,
he made sure to introduce me to some of the people that came up to him that he knew. So just a class act. I'm gonna miss him.
totally, totally.
Class, and that's the thing. Even if you don't like, and Blair and I were talking about this a little earlier when we were talking about Mike when we first talked about it. It's one of those things. If you're there and your family, it doesn't matter if 10, 15, 20 years go by.
Yeah,
Happy to hop in, happy to talk about this like it was yesterday. It doesn't matter. There are some things that are stronger than, well, we haven't talked in 10 years.
yeah,
And that's part of Mike's magic. The family
yes,
that he built is like that. It doesn't matter that it's been 10, 15, 20, 30 years. You're
yeah,
still in that moment. You're still in that family. And that's part of Mike's magic.
yeah,
Well, part of the magic too is it's brought us back together.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sadly, it's for the passing, but
Unfortunately, yeah, it's what it
yeah,
took. But
but
yeah,
it's brought us back together as brothers, and it's allowed us to catch up and tell the stories we've bottled up for 30 years. And oh my gosh, I mean, you guys are bringing back things that I had forgotten about, and I
yeah.
am laughing like crazy.
Oh
And this has
yeah,
Right?
been very enjoyable.
oh yeah. I've laughed and cried so much over the last 4. Mostly laughed because I mean it's just and he would
Yeah.
get mad at us if we did cry, but he would definitely want us to laugh because that's. I mean, he didn't want. He was so humble, you know. That was the main thing. He was. I mean, he'd probably be mad at us for going 45 minutes talking about him because he didn't want the attention.
No,
He
no. He just
didn't.
wanted to do his. He just
Yeah,
wanted to practice his craft, broadcast the game, and
yeah,
you know, call it a day, or do a sports cast.
yeah.
But you know what? He enjoyed it when the three of us were together
Oh yeah,
with him.
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, oh
and
yeah,
and the times the three of us were together in the office at 4029, I mean, it was like Daddy sharing stories and passing along to his kids. It
yeah,
was That's how it felt for me, and I treasure those moments.
I told Blair this earlier, and we were talking about it when a little earlier. And one of the few times I felt bad was one of the only times Mike got on to Blair and I, because we had been clowning around for a couple of years with Kevin Barnes before, and this talks to how good a guy Mike was, because he was
yeah,
always looking out for you. And he was always looking out for all of us. Let me say it differently. He was always looking out for all of us like he was our kids. But one time he pulled Blair and I apart. He goes, you guys have been hanging out and having fun since Kevin was here and all of that. Take it easy on John because maybe you're teasing him a little too hard and stuff like that." And I was like, I don't want to let it. That wasn't intended. It was like we're
yeah,
welcoming John into the family and stuff like that, and it gave me pause. So
yeah,
he taught us how to like I never thought I was being that way. Oh shit, I'm so sorry. Let
yeah,
me fix that because it's like if we don't tease people or if we don't jump them, that like if we don't like you, we don't talk to you. So it's
yeah,
but he corrected us and he helped us and he helped build that bond. He helped
He
build
did.
that
He did.
family. I think is
And
the
yeah,
Blair, you and
outcome
I
of
knew
it.
each other. And Blair, you and
yeah,
I knew each other before I came to work at
yeah.
4029,
Mm-hmm.
and because you were there when I was at 2451, so we had
Yeah,
a relationship already. I didn't have one with
yeah.
Chris. I never felt
Right.
that way when I came aboard.
Well, good,
It was
good.
I'm so
He was looking out. He was
Yeah,
looking out.
he
I
didn't want
know.
that to be an issue.
That was his
Well,
Yeah,
beauty.
we did. None of us felt it, but he
Like
didn't
no,
want
like
that to
that wasn't the
become
goal.
something.
but
Well,
he
Right.
knew
he
I
also
went
he
through.
also knew how we felt about the guy that John replaced,
That's true.
Yeah,
and
well,
that's a whole nother podcast
That's a
that
whole different
yeah,
story
we'll
that
probably
doesn't
never
I
even
got,
do.
I
it's not
got.
even worth talking about.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
check.
to be
Well,
fair
check this
though, to be
out.
fair.
Look at
Oh
that.
yes,
Oh my
God,
goodness.
I had hair back then.
Oh my
What a
goodness.
crew.
What a
Oh my
fashion
gosh.
statement.
Oh, I
Oh yeah,
know. Those shirts.
That looks like the promo poster for
pull that
Seinfeld or
back up.
something.
Pull
Did
that back
everyone
up.
take the exact same picture?
Blair,
Seinfeld. We're big
what
on.
were you thinking?
Yeah,
What were
I
you
don't. I
thinking?
I liked loud shirts back then, and I still do. But
Oh
that
my
one,
The
gosh.
world,
wow!
the world,
I
the
don't know
world likes
where.
loud shirts.
I don't. I don't know where I got that shirt.
You
Holy
like
Mine
crap!
brown
obviously
ties too,
came.
as I recall.
Mine came from the
Oh
Nautica
man,
like outlet store or something like that. Probably had a rope belt going with it.
probably where
Yeah,
I got my shirt.
but you know the
People were
sad
making
thing
no money
is,
back
I don't. I don't really have. I don't know that I have any photos from of us back then, and
Who
we
carried a
just.
camera? Because we didn't have
That's true.
phones. We
That's
had a
true.
video camera, but that was it.
Yeah.
And when
then.
you're
No,
shooting
I
video,
don't
the last
either.
thing you want to do is be taking pictures.
Yeah, that's true. That's valid.
The only picture I really have from that era, and unfortunately you guys weren't in it with me. I went up. What was the golf course up in Rogers
Unfortunately.
Oh,
when John
Pinnacle.
Daly won? Yeah, when John Daly won the British Open, Mike
Yeah.
had me go up because the claret jug was there. And
Ah.
I have
Right.
a picture of me with the claret jug, holding the claret
Mm-hmm.
jug, somewhere in my picture stash. That's really the only one I have from that
Yeah.
era. Um, Man, I sure wish I had some of those pictures,
Oh, I know.
especially especially of us in in the fishbowl with Mike.
Yes.
That would have been, oh man,
It's been
You know what
epic.
though?
things to think about. Mm.
I'm going to be the old man here and say if we had
Okay.
pictures of it, the memories wouldn't be as vivid. Because I haven't
Probably.
Probably
talked
right.
about it in 20 years, but when we bring
Yeah.
it up now, like I can see it like it was yesterday.
We didn't have one
It's
of
Yeah.
these
still
back
there.
then.
Right. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
And it's
Exactly.
probably a
If we
good
would all do
thing.
this, we had more pictures.
Probably a good thing we didn't have one of those back then.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I'm not going to
Holy
complain.
cow. Yeah.
There were gosh, we were talking earlier about the Dale Brown going away party in Memphis.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I remember he was pretty
That,
inebriated.
he
Oh,
was. Who
we all
wasn't?
were. We
We were
all were.
all.
We were
Well,
I
all
missed out on that one.
bombed.
we
We were all
literally
Missed
took
out
bombed.
on that.
Skylink. We took Skylink over to some overpass about a block away from the pyramid, or the pygmid as they were calling it then. Dale Brown, former LSU coach, throws an open bar retirement party
Oh,
for a bunch
yeah.
of media people who make about $5 an hour. What does he think is going to happen? So of course
Insanity.
we were overserved,
Oh,
and next thing you
yeah.
know, we're on an overpass in Memphis doing a 10 o'clock live shot with
It's
Mike
a,
Your
Nail
take.
talking about the preacher man retiring.
it's a wonder we didn't get shot.
Wonder we didn't fall off the bridge on the
And
overpass.
then we went back to the party.
We went
And
back.
as I recall, I was on the desk that time. I
You
was
Yeah.
on
probably were. I
the
don't recall.
God.
you don't.
It's a
And I
wonder
would
we
have
had
known.
jobs after
You know, had
that.
I known, I would have brought this on set with me.
We literally lived,
Oh.
and it's the God's honest truth. We were the final chapter when the book closed on the Ron Burgundy Anchorman era. That
Yeah.
was the end of that era. We like that's when the back cover shut. We
Yeah.
got to catch the tail end of it, and
You couldn't do it now.
you
No,
couldn't do it now,
it is
but
so controlled now.
Yeah.
Everything
but
is scrutinized. Every word you have in your script is scrutinized now.
Yeah.
And of course,
and yet it's
I'm
somehow
speaking
less
from a national.
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And somehow it's less
look,
honest.
it's not authentic.
Right.
No.
There's very few authentic sportscasters or even news presenters out there now. Yeah, Mike was an end of an era. The local
Yeah.
Yeah.
sportscaster that knew everybody and
Yes.
was well
Knew
respected.
everybody.
You
Yes.
put
I
the
mean,
fine point on it.
he
He was
knew everybody.
authentic. He was
Yeah.
authentic. What you
Yeah.
saw with Mike Neal is what you got. That
Yeah.
was the man. He was authentic and
Yes.
comfortable in his skin.
Yes.
Hmm.
I mean, granted, he knew who people were, but he actually knew people. He
Right.
took the
Right.
time to know people,
Hmm.
and it
It's
Yeah.
was
just a gift.
incredible.
Like not, and that's
Yeah.
what the greats have. That's what the greats
Yeah.
have.
Oh, and he was one of the
Like
greats, no question.
eh,
No
very
No, I
question.
few
mean,
people have had more of an influence on me.
Yeah.
hey,
And then look at us now.
Look at us
But
now.
but
Wouldn't he be
seriously,
proud? Wouldn't he be
yeah.
proud?
hey,
He'd tell us to shut up right now. Probably, knowing Mike. He's like,
No,
that's
no.
enough.
Every one of us is being true to ourselves.
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
We're
are.
living our lives.
Yeah.
Like that's the best tribute you can pay.
Oh yeah. But he'd be telling us, okay, guys, that's enough. Truly is he hated it. He hated it when people gave I mean, when you tried to gave him the accolades and all that, even though he earned them, he didn't need his ego blown up.
Right. It's
It
not
drove
that he
him
didn't
nuts.
like it. Everyone
Yeah.
likes it. He was a human
Yeah.
being who enjoys
Yeah.
being appreciated, but it's the public spectacle of it
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
like a private, that was awesome meant more
Yeah.
to him than a public soiree.
Yeah. It didn't
Well,
have to. Yeah, he didn't want a public spectacle where it was all about him.
Right.
That was the
well, I under,
last thing he wanted.
I recall each Christmas he gave us swag from the university,
Oh,
and it
that's
was
right.
team swag. I
That was
still
Yes.
got.
90% of my. That
I,
was 90% of my wardrobe, dude.
yeah,
It was. It was.
I,
I can
I still to
attest.
this guys. I still to this day have that Arkansas pullover and that sweater that he gave us with our names embroidered.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yes,
Holy cow.
yes.
I got to find that. That's
I've got
I've
it
right.
right
got
here.
that.
Hang on, I'll go
I've
ahead
got
and
like
look.
a swishy warm up suit, a Reebok warm up suit somewhere
Oh, you wore that everywhere. Do you still
every
wear
day.
it?
Every day of my life. I'll be buried in that crap. Because what? You guys
Oh,
didn't know vacation.
yes.
Oh, there it is. There it
There it
is.
is. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, God. I don't. Oh, I bet I lost it in the fire. Damn.
Uh,
Well, here's the thing, guys.
Oh,
If you recall, the three of us decided to give him a gift one Christmas, and we each got him a gift, and he was humbled by it, but he let us know, guys, this isn't necessary.
yeah.
And you know, yeah, it is because as much gratitude you show us, we want you to know that you're loved,
Yeah.
yeah,
and that was our
exactly.
way of
It's no
showing
more
it.
necessary than what you give us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let us show you a little love in return. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's so true. I mean,
He
that was him. That was him, though.
Mhm.
He was like, he, he was a
he
giver.
brought people along with him.
Yes.
It's like I remember when the football team played in that crappy Las Vegas Bowl.
Oh, God.
Like, why did that even happen? But we
That
went
must
Yeah.
have
out
been
there
after
to
my
do a
time.
special in advance, and we shot stuff. And John Robinson was coach of the
Yeah.
Rebels at the time, and I remember being at the MGM Grand with Mike. And minimum wage at that time was about $5.75 an hour. So I had no money. He's playing the slots. He's like, "Hey, Cheeser, come here." And he hands me a $50 bill and he's like, "Come on, sit down and play some slots." Like he wanted to share. It was just the sheer
Yeah.
joy of sharing that enjoyment with other people
Yeah.
that drove Mike. It was almost like a Santa Claus like characteristic of him, but he wanted people to share in that joy that he was
Yeah.
able to have. And like that moment at MGM Grand will always be stuck in my mind.
He had one, right? He had a lung
Oh,
dart.
one. Yeah, just one. Just one.
Okay. I was
We're
going to
gonna get an
say.
Elvis impersonator. We're gonna get an Elvis impersonator who's gonna do the theme song for this. We're gonna go out to Sam Boyd Stadium and you're gonna shoot video of this Elvis impersonator singing "Viva Hog Vegas."
Did you
I'll be
do it?
damned if it didn't work. We did it. It worked. They sold the special.
Shocking.
Oh my gosh,
That's awesome.
it's got to live somewhere.
That's awesome.
I'm
You know
sure
Oh,
it's somewhere on like a 3/4 inch tape in the K Hog archives.
you know, and
What,
God knows they don't know where it is.
They
guys?
Because
don't.
remember the one summer we archived everything.
Yeah.
It was a
And then,
task. We had to do it.
yeah, had archive. I mean, we had spent the whole summer making sure everything was. And then what happened? They threw the notebook out or something, and it was like
I don't remember.
all the work was lost. I just remember
Yeah.
archiving all that, writing it all down, what everything was, and then something happened and somebody like threw it out or what. It was like, I mean, it's a shame we didn't have YouTube back then. Because
Well,
God, that video
I'm
would be
kind of
you're
glad.
great.
you're
I'm kind of
reminding me of
glad.
something I need to do because over the summer I found two huge boxes in one of my up in storage upstairs in my house, and it was VHS tapes of stuff I did at 4029
Yeah.
the entire 4 years I was there. But
Wow.
one of it was a basketball pregame show the three of us did with Mike
Hmm.
in '95 when Kareem
Oh.
Reed and Pat Bradley and all those guys came
Oh
in as
yeah.
freshmen. And
Wow.
it's called The New Breed. And I've digitized a
Oh
lot of it.
A
yeah.
new breed of hog or a new breed
We
of
Yeah,
would
boar
do
or
we
something
would
like
do
that.
these hour because the sales crew would sell all that stuff. So we had to
Sell
do
it.
an hour preseason special.
I think, Blair, you did two
God.
stories and I did two stories. And
Yeah.
I was watching it. It was about 2 months ago when I was watching it. And
Yeah.
I've digitized it. So you reminded me. I may have to put that on YouTube somewhere because
Yeah.
it epitomizes Mike. He was the host. He did a couple of things, but he allowed you and me, Blair,
Mm-hmm.
and me, to spread our wings and also be stars of the show.
Yeah.
And again, we've talked about just what a sharing and caring guy he was, and that was just another example. And I of course, I saw the episode where, Blair, you'll remember, where I got hit by a bull at the old Fort Days Rodeo.
Oh
Yep.
my God, old Fort days.
My three kids loved it. They'd never seen the video before. Oh
Oh
man,
my God. Yeah. Well, and also talk about the sharing. We got to thank the Spirit and Elsa and
yeah,
Michelle for sharing Mike with us
yes,
because, and they welcomed us as a part of their family as well,
no,
Absolutely.
I know.
which
Absolutely.
which was incredible. I mean, it's like, we were just these young punks, and they treated us
Her
like
bags.
family. Yeah, they treated us like we were part of their family,
I remember.
and
I think it
still
was
do.
Gene.
I mean, it's amazing.
I want to say I heard
Yep.
Gene say one time that we were the sons he never had.
Huh? Could be. Probably a good thing he did.
Yeah, I know.
But
Probably worked out for the best the way it did,
yeah,
when
yeah.
you think of that.
But holy cow! I mean, yeah. Not only did they have to share him with the entire state, but they had to share him with us too, and
Yeah,
they were so gracious with that, and it was just,
Really?
and they embraced us. I mean,
yeah,
we felt like we were intruding sometimes,
yeah.
but they're
I
like,
agree.
no, 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 no.
No, no,
Your
no, no.
family. I mean,
Come
it was
on.
nuts.
The
It
only
was.
time Mike was out of reach was once a year when he'd shuttle
Fish.
off to Fish Creek, Michigan,
Yep. Yeah.
or Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Yep.
Wisconsin. And he'd go up there for a week or two, and that was the only time Mike now was incommunicado.
Oh yeah. 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 There was. Yeah. No, you were
I
not gonna
I went
hear from him.
I went up to visit him when Arkansas played Georgia at Stegeman,
Mm-hmm.
and this was like '99, 2000, around then. And I was working for ESPN at the time, doing hunting and fishing shows, and I had done a show. I think it was that summer on Lake Michigan, a salmon show
Mm-hmm.
with Bert Jones. Yeah, and so he knew I got into the outdoor genre. But I told him I was on Lake Michigan and Manistee, Michigan, and I hooked into a salmon. He goes, "Oh, did it fight like crazy?" I go, "Yeah, it fought for about half hour, 45 minutes." "Oh, did you bring it in?" I got it to the boat, but it snapped the line and I lost it. I wasn't able to get it in. Oh, and then he goes on to this whole fish story about when
Yeah.
he was up in Wisconsin. And that was a new bond he and I had.
Mm-hmm.
The whole outdoor, because he was an outdoorsman.
Oh yeah.
Um, he,
He loved
he
to
loved,
Yeah.
fish. Oh
and
yeah.
he was a golfer. He loved the
Oh
golf.
yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why I posted on Facebook. If there's not fishing and golf in heaven, someone's getting an earful because
Yeah,
he's not going to be
exactly.
happy. Because
They
yeah,
better
he,
have if there
He's gonna
isn't fishing and
find the
golfing,
water.
they better have a play-by-play gig for him.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, he's gonna find that the waters are always fully stocked, and the
Yeah.
fairways are always smooth,
Oh
and the
yeah,
greens are fair.
yeah. No doubt about it. I mean, yeah, I remember he had the lake house, and he'd have us out to the lake house on
Yeah.
occasion,
Yep.
Yep.
and just, I mean, just could. It just felt like there were times he couldn't do enough for us. We were like, man, what do you?
Dude, it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's
I
like, no,
mean,
no, no, no. Come on out, do this. I mean, it was incredible, just
Mm.
unreal. Well, I think it's appropriate that we toast one to the best boss ever.
Yep.
that
Uh,
that is not an exaggeration.
no, our friend, our mentor, our boss. We love him.
The
Here's
voice
to
of the
Mike,
Razorback.
the voice of the Razorbacks, Mike Nail.
Mike
Cheers
Nail.
to you, Mike.
All right. And with that, I'll hit the close and we'll be done. Thank you, gentlemen. This has been
Thank you, Blair. Thanks for
too
bringing us
much
together.
fun. You bet. You bet. And God bless Gene and Elsa and Michelle and the family and
The whole family.
just
God bless him. We miss him.
yeah. We miss him. We'll always miss him. He'll always be a part of our lives. And we love him. And he loved
do.
us. And that's all you can ask for. Thank you, gentlemen.